Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Now, I couldn't get out for a hunt this week. However, Nokta have issued me with a brand new toy. So I thought we'd have a proper deep dive into the device. It is the new Nokta Accupoint. Oh wait, no, hang on. The new Nokta Accupoint. I'm Adam, this is my metal detector, and this is my new toy. Welcome to D-Tekt Sussex. Okay, so thank you for joining me again this week, everybody. If you're new to the channel, generally I'll go out for a metal detecting hunt every single week, but this week things have just conspired against me and I couldn't get out. However, Nokta have issued me with my Accupoint pinpointer, so I thought we'd have a quick deep dive into this and have a proper look at the device. Now, some of you are probably thinking, hang about Adam, you've already done a video on the Accupoint. What are you doing? Yep, so back in September I was at Detectable, and as a Nokta Nomad I was able to have a proper play behind the tent with the new Accupoint. It was the final prototype, but I think they've made a few little tweaks and adjustments to it since then, and I only had about 10-15 minutes to play with it and make the video, so it was a bit of a rush job. Today I want to spend a bit of time and have a look at the device itself properly. Now, as you can see, it is in a very fetching yellow colour. It's called the Nokta Accupoint, but Nokta have also nicknamed it the Nokta Banana. Some of you who've been in the hobby for a while will be familiar with an older pinpointer called the Garrett Carrot, which is a bright orange pinpointer from Garrett. So this is the Nokta Banana. I did suggest to D-Tekt at Detectable that maybe Nokta Nana might be a fun alternative, and she quite liked that. So I've heard a few people saying that. She mentioned it in one of her lives, so if Nokta Nana takes off, I'm taking full credit for that one. Thank you very much. So let's have a look. Let's start at the beginning. Let's have a quick look at the box that you'll get when you get your Accupoint. So this is the box, nice and compact, really nice design actually, quite like the yellow and black aesthetics to match the pointer. We've got the Accupoint logo, pinpoint smarter and faster on there. We've got a graphic of the Accupoint itself, and we'll go through some of the features. Obviously we'll look at the features in more detail later. IP68 waterproof up to 10 feet or 3 meters, as most of the Nokta gear is. Advanced discrimination, 1-tone, 2-tone and iron off. So this is a pinpointer with 3 stages of possible discrimination. We've got USB-C type rechargeable battery, so you haven't got to buy batteries for this. You can just stick a USB-C cable on it and charge it from your laptop or a power bank or from the wall if you've got an adapter. Replaceable tip protector, LED flashlight, and a colour LCD screen. We're going to look at this in quite a bit of detail moving forward. On the side here, we've got a few more features. 1 button easy operation, volume control, adjustable backlight, frequency shift, lost alarm, auto and vibration alerts, Bluetooth enabled, and we've got the most advanced features packed in a durable and sleek design. 2 years warranty. That's just the back. That's just an image of what you get in the box. We'll have a look at that in a second. Accupoint logo, and then all the gun from there. So there, that is the box. Let me show you what you get inside the box. Obviously, you get your lovely Accupoint pinpointer. We'll pop that over there for now. You also get your holster. There it is, lovely holster with nice embroidered Nokta logo on there. Popper on the back, so 2 stages of poppers. So if you've got a nice thick belt, you can just use the outside popper. You've got your loop there, or if you've got a smaller belt, you can use the smaller loop on there as well. Nice, strong, sturdy poppers actually. There we go, you heard that. So yeah, nice embroidered logo, and you get your lanyard to attach to the pinpointer. And if anyone's curious, it's a keyring style ring, and there's a couple of holes on either side of the battery compartment, and you can just thread it onto there. It's nice and easy, and it does work really well. I'll just leave this off for now because I don't want it rattling around while I'm doing the video. Also in the box, you obviously get your manual. Have a good read through that. Tells you all about what's going on the device and how to use it. You get a spare replaceable tip. So there's a replaceable tip on the end of the device, and you get a spare one in there as well, just in case it wears down or gets damaged or lost. You get a spare rubber grommet. There's already one in the device to keep it waterproof, so if that wears down, you've got a spare to put in. And you get your charging cable, obviously, to charge the device up. So that's what you get inside the box. Let's pull that back to one side, and then we'll get in to the actual device itself. Alright, so let's have a look at the physical characteristics of the pinpointer to begin with. We've got this lovely yellow design, as I said before. On the tip, we've got a removable tip. It's just a plastic cover to go on the end of the probe. These things can wear down at the end of most pinpointers, so it's really good that we've got the removable option. And a spare one, in the box, so that we can swap them out. So this should last a very, very long time, and obviously you can get spares for this as well separately. We've got some good hard ridges on the side of the pinpointer for scraping away little bits of mud as you get closer to your target, and on the end there as well. On the back of the pinpointer we have a scale. So we've got centimetres on the left hand side, going all the way from the tip up to 22 centimetres here. Don't know what the QR is for, presumably some sort of warranty or serial number or something. And then you've got inches on the right hand side all the way up to 8, which is just there, and that is about another inch or so, maybe slightly over an inch to the end of the pinpointer. So I'd say it's just over 9 inches long. Moving up, we've got the LED flashlight in that little recess there. We've got this lovely two-tone or three-tone Nokta logo, so it's in the yellow plastic of this, and the black is actually a rubberized grip, so nice and secure. We've got the Accupoint logo just on the side there. Got the much talked about LCD screen, and we have single button operation here. On the other side we've got the battery compartment, a couple of holes in the side for the lanyard as I mentioned before, speaker holes in the back. This is all completely waterproof. So there is, just on the inside of the compartment case there, you've got a rubber grommet. Okay, so you've got that, and there's obviously a spare one in the box as I mentioned before. Now inside here, it took me a little while to figure it out, but there is an extra bit of plastic here that needs to come out before you can charge the device. And it's very easy, it just pulls out. Very easy. I was fiddling about trying to find a clip or a button or something to release it, but no, it just pulls out. That is an audio booster, by the way. The speaker is recessed all the way in there to keep it protected, and this is just an audio booster to transfer the sound to the speaker on the outside. Speaker holes on the outside. Charging port is inside there. So that's it. Goes together very easily. Slot that in there. Pop that in there. Give it a twist. Nice and tight. There we go. That's the physical characteristics of the device. And now we're going to have a little look at the features themselves. Alright, so let's have a look at the operation of the device itself. We've had a look at the physical properties, let's have a look at how it works. So as I said before, it's got a single button operation. This LCD screen has been discussed a little bit in forums on Facebook, people saying, oh well, that's going to get scratched with all the mud and the grit and the salt and all this kind of stuff. Actually, that screen is behind some really, really tough plastic, clear plastic. It's also got a little screen protector on there as well, and it's recessed into the device by, I'd say, a good couple of millimeters into the device. So even if you put it down on something hard, that's not going to scratch it. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be any issues with that. And Nokta are well known for their excellent quality of build. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. We've got one button here. To turn the device on, you simply push the button once, and the device is on. That screen will come on. If it's not used for a few seconds, that screen will go off, so occasionally you'll see me just pushing the button to turn the screen back on again during the course of the video. But yeah, this is the colour LCD screen. The colour's a nice touch, just makes things a lot easier to discern on the screen itself. I'll take you through the screen. Yeah, it's gone off again, so push that on. So on the left hand side we have our sensitivity setting. I've got it set all the way up to 9 at the moment, but you can see the sensitivity setting on there. Flashing headphones in the middle indicates I've got Bluetooth turned on and it's searching for headphones to connect to. On the right hand side we have a couple of musical notes. That is our discrimination setting. So as you can see how this pinpointer is set up to use at a glance on this screen. Top right you've got your battery indicator, and on the bottom we have a menu. And this is where the genius of this single button operation comes in. So we've got three parts to this menu bar. On the far left we have a circular arrow going backwards, and that is the reset portion of the menu bar. Basically what that does is it recalibrates the pinpointer. So if you're on the beach, for example, or in mineralized ground, you want to just recalibrate the pinpointer. You put the tip to the ground. Oops, there we are. I've got my ring on, which is setting that off. So you put the tip to the ground and then you push the button just very briefly once, and that will activate that reset button on the left, and the pinpointer will automatically recalibrate to its environment. Put it up against mineralized ground or on the wet beach, you will lose a little bit of depth by doing that, but it will be a lot more stable and a lot easier to use. Okay, so think of it a little bit like a bit of a ground balance for the pinpointer. This big red bar in the middle, that is the off bar. Okay, so what you do is hold down the button itself and the bar will fill up. Okay, give that a second to go back. I've got into the settings by mistake. There we go. So yeah, if you let go of the button while that's filled up inside that red portion, the pinpointer will turn off like this. So it's in the middle, let go, pinpointer turned off. So it's quick push for on, hold it down for a second, and that turns the pinpointer off. As long as that bar hasn't progressed any further than that off button in the middle, then the pinpointer will turn itself off. So you've got reset, off, and then on the far side we've got the settings. So if you hold down the button till it gets to the end and let go, we've got our settings, and to cycle through the settings you simply push the button and it moves along the settings options. How many settings have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 settings accessible through this menu. So first one, that is your sensitivity. To go into any of these settings you simply hold the button down, just as I just have. We now have our sensitivity gauge, and you can just push the button to cycle through from 1 to 9 on your sensitivity. So a nice visual indication. All these menus, just wait for a couple of seconds and it will return to the previous stage, just like that. Move on to the next setting, hold down to go in. And this is our sound and vibration setting. So at the minute, it's vibrating and sound. We've got musical notes. Oops, let's get back into the setting. There we go. So we've got musical notes above the pinpointer diagram on the screen, and then the vibration waves underneath. You push the button once, takes away the musical notes, so it's just vibration. There we go. So I'm cycling through the settings again. There we go. Still quite new to me, I'm still getting used to it, but I've had a good look through. Push it again and the vibration goes away and you just have the beeps. And then push it one more time and it goes back to both vibration and sound. So come back into the main menu, we've got discrimination next. That's the tick and the cross. So at the minute I'm on musical notes 2, which is both iron and non-iron metal, I suppose. So there's your non-iron metal. Now do I have a... There we go. So part of the headphones here. So you get this tone with normal metal, and you get this tone if you've got iron. So if you found an iron nail or something, that's the tone you'll get, and then that is the standard other metal tone. So you can set it to have that level of discrimination. Where are we now? Let's go back into the settings. So back into discrimination. So you can have both tones. You can have just one tone where it's just that tone for everything, or cycle through the settings again. There we are. Or you can have iron off. So if it picks up iron, it just won't make a sound. Okay. I think I'm going to keep this in the discrimination setting where you've got both iron and not iron. I'm just cycling through the settings menu now just to keep the menu open. Otherwise it will default back to the main menu just while I'm talking. So yeah, I think I'll keep that on the discrimination 2, which is 2-tone. So you'll have a tone for normal metal and a tone for iron. So next one along is our Bluetooth setting. We'll go into that. And that's literally just push to turn the Bluetooth setting off, push to turn the Bluetooth setting on. Nothing else to say about that. We'll come through to connecting the Bluetooth in a minute. The next setting is our frequency shift. This is starting to sound a little bit like an actual metal detector, this thing. It's like a mini metal detector, like a simplex in a stick. So we've got our frequency shift. So you can, if your pinpointer is interfering with your machine, you can switch between any of these three settings on the frequency and it'll stop the interference. You should be able to find one of those which will give you the minimal interference for the device you're using. Next menu item, this is our LED flashlight, which is on the end here. Nice and bright, as you can see. There we are. That's definitely going to be brilliant when you're hunting at night. There we are. So we go back into our settings. It's been a few seconds, so it's gone back to the main menu. So go back to the settings, go to the flashlight settings, hold the button down, push once to turn off. So wait a second to go back to the main menu, we'll go to the next setting. And here we have volume. So you can cycle through the volume just by pushing the button. There's two settings, there's low and, oops, and so low and high. Again, I think I'll have mine on high for now. Next menu option is the screen brightness. So I'll show you the screen brightness. Oops, I just knocked the camera, beg your pardon for that. So we've got a sun in the middle, push it once, it'll get brighter. It's just a little bit blown out for the camera for me, so I decided to keep it on the low brightness setting for this video, so I'll turn it back down, but I'll probably have it on full brightness when I'm out and about. And the last one is a factory reset, and that will reset the device straight back to factory settings. I believe the product is updatable, and they certainly did an update for the beta testers while they were testing it, so I believe the device is updatable. Whether they'll need to update it is another story, because so far the news I'm hearing from people around the world is that it's an absolutely top pinpointer. So that's the menu system. Let's go back in. So that's the menu system. Hold down to get to the settings, because you've got sensitivity, sound and vibration, discrimination, Bluetooth, frequency shift, LED flashlight, volume control, brightness control, and factory reset. Right, now I'm going to have a quick look with you at the Bluetooth capabilities, and we'll see if we can get it connected to the Legend. Okay, so I've got my Accupoint pinpointer. I've got my headphones from the Legend. These are the same headphones that come with the new Simplex range as well. You can use any Bluetooth headphones with the Accupoint. And I've got my Nokta Legend just off the top of the screen here. I couldn't fit it all in the frame. So everything is turned off at the moment. I've got Bluetooth activated on the pinpointer, but obviously the pinpointer is off. So I'm going to turn the pinpointer on. And here we go. So you can hear the sound, hear the chirping. Now if I do this and switch the headphones on while it's beeping, so I'm putting up against I put up against the detector. I'm just going to wave it to the detector so you can hear the beeps, okay? And now I'm going to turn the headphones on and give it a second. There we go. So now the sound is coming from the headphones. Put the headphones on the microphone. Okay, there we go. So the sound is now coming from the headphones. Turn the headphones off. And straight back to the Accupoint. Okay, so if you've got a machine other than the Legend, any other brand, whatever, and you've got yourself some Bluetooth headphones, you can connect the Accupoint to the headphones just as is. We can also connect this to the Legend. Now, you need to update the Legend to the latest update, which at the time of recording is version 1.13 or 1.13. If you do that, that'll improve your connectivity between the devices. So I'm going to turn the Legend on now. You won't be able to see the screen of the Legend, obviously, but just push the on button, give it a second to start itself up. We'll get that familiar little tune from the Legend in a moment. There we go. So that's set the pinpointer off already. Now, what's going to be the best way? Okay, so you can hear that the Legend is chirping. I've got the sensitivity up full. I've got the volume up, so that is chirping away because there's all sorts of interference and stuff going on here. Okay, I've got the pinpointer going off here as well. So all going off, everything's going off. Now if I turn my headphones on, power on, headphones are on. Now, the Legend is coming out the headphones. Okay, now if I turn the Accupoint off, So the Legend is coming out from the headphones. Put the headphones on the microphone. Hope you can hear the chirping coming through there. Okay. Now if I turn the Accupoint on, give it a second. There we go. Took a second, but it has now transferred all sound from the Legend to the headphones to the Accupoint to the headphones. So now the sound from the Accupoint is coming out of the headphones like this. Yeah, so those headphones on the microphone. The Legend is still on. It's still chirping away. I can see the VDIs running away. So it still would be chattering away, but there's no sound coming out of the machine whatsoever. As soon as I turn this off, the Accupoint off, then the Legend sounds are coming out of the headphones again. So there we go. So that's a very brief demonstration, a little bit tricky to do on camera, but hopefully you can see that. I'll turn the Legend off while we're here. There we go. So hopefully you can see that while you're out with the Nokta Accupoint and the Legend, and you've got them all connected to the headphones, as soon as you turn your Accupoint on, you'll not get any further sound from the Legend. You'll just get these coming through the headphones. So you can be completely silent. If you're on a club dig or in a public place, you won't have any beeps whatsoever to bother anybody else. So that's a quick demonstration of the Bluetooth, and I'll just go through a few extra little features on the device, and then I think we're done. Okay, so I've checked through the manual one more time just to make sure I'm not missing anything out. There's only one feature that I haven't covered on this device, and that is the lost alarm. A few pinpointers have that these days. Basically, if you have the device on and it's not activated by a metal, or the button is not pushed for I think it's about 5 minutes, then it will start emitting a regular alarm. So you can go back and find the pinpointer that you've accidentally left in the long grass or on the beach or wherever it may be. So yeah, not only are you going to not miss it if you spot it because it's bright yellow, you're also not going to miss it because you'll hear it after 5 minutes. It'll start chirping away, so you can come and find your pinpointer. So that is the brand new Nokta Accupoint pinpointer. Drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think of this brand new device. Personally, I can't wait to get this out and use it properly in the field and on the beach. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, weather be willing, I'll be back out again next week, and hopefully I can get on my land permission next weekend and give this a proper test out. But I'm really looking forward to using this. I've been excited for this pinpointer for a long time. It feels absolutely solid and great in the hands. And yeah, I think Nokta have done really well with this. And yeah, so let's give it a try on the fields in the next few weeks, and we'll see how we get on. Drop me a comment, as I say, let me know what you think of the device. If you're brand new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, maybe you've seen a few videos, don't forget to subscribe. You'll get regular weekly metal detecting videos from me right in your subscriptions list. Hit the bell icon to get a notification as well. Everything you do on there is completely free. I don't charge you for anything, so yeah, completely free to follow the channel, and you'll get metal detecting content in your inbox every single week. If you haven't done so already and you're newish to the channel, go back to the main channel page, and there are playlists on there that you can look through. I've got every single episode of D-Tekt Sussex. We're approaching 300 episodes now, so every single episode that I've ever made is in there. There's also separate playlists for different machines and different locations and all sorts of things like that. So have a little poke around and enjoy the content I have available for you. Have yourselves a truly fantastic week, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Take care.